Oh, chat box is gone. There we go. All right, how is everybody doing? I have a funny story. So, last night, I was recording. Everything was going great, going fanciful. I tested everything before. It was all going good. I got my new external SSD set up so that I could record better. And then all of a sudden, the breaker blows. And I was recording in NKV, but when I tried converting it with OBS, it broke. And of course, I didn't have the original. So, lost all, 3 hours of recording? And I almost lost my model. Fun fact. Yeah. It corrupted. Thankfully, I had a backup of the file that broke, so I was able to fix it. Sort of. However, some of my expressions are missing, and I'm currently going through and fixing them. Trying my best to. Yeah, I don't have this one anymore. I'll have to fix that. I'm also missing that one. That's fantastic. Man. Okay. Well, I will do one thing while I'm here. And that is, okay. I got Murmur out here. Yay. But, yeah, I'm missing my buns hairstyle, so I'll have to fix that. Okay, alerts are working. I was so worried I'd have to redo those. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm missing my buns expression, and I'll have to go back and fix some of my toggles. But... Oh, hi! Welcome in, Miel. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I'm recounting the tale of how I almost lost my model because the breaker blew last night, and my footage got corrupted when I was recording, and one of my model files broke, but I had a backup. However, some of my expressions and toggles kind of broke, and I'm trying to fix them right now. I didn't even know that happened. I thought they were in there, but they're not, so... Yeah, I'm really happy I had a backup too, and I, after the fact, backed up that, again, so... Once I get everything set up the way I want, I will probably do a third backup. Yes, I am very happy that it wasn't entirely lost, you know. If I lost my entire model, that would have sucked. Because I do have some custom textures on here I painted myself. Can't be too cautious. Absolutely cannot be. Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Oh. I don't even think I have that set up. One sec. Okay, it's here, but I don't have the combo. Ah, there we go. I feel more like myself. I love those little, like, wiggle emotes. Schmoovin'. That's cute. I have a rendition with Murmur. Here's my little wiggle. Yeah, I love these kinds of emotes. Oh god, I'm looking through my emotes. I've been gifted a lot of subs. Wow, I didn't even realize. Very patable? Yeah! Murmur is a very cute guy, but just be careful around him. He gets quite hungry. He'll take a finger if you give him the chance. Okay. You're the same. Got it. Understandable though. Chompy shark. So today I will be going over some perfumes and fragrances I assigned to some VTubers. I asked over on X, formerly known as Twitter, if anyone was curious what I would assign them perfume-wise, and I got some entries. Some people responded, and I put them all in PowerPoint. I had a lot of fun making it. Perfume is one of my interests currently. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I had to talk about. Oh, losing my footage kind of sucked, but I do have like one half of the gameplay, so I'll probably just have to re-record and edit it later. But yeah. Is it too late to submit a design in? Yeah, I have already completed it. However, if you want to enter, I maybe could, you know, and do some live. If you want to put your PNG on the original post, I wouldn't mind. And maybe I can live edit it. Here's the post. Comment your PNG of your VTuber. Yeah, I didn't get like a bunch of entries, so I won't mind maybe doing some live and kind of going over like my thought process and how I assigned these perfumes. I will explain it a little bit. I should. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I forgot that everybody. You'll submit it in then. Okay. It'll take me a little bit to get through what I have now, so no problems if it takes you a little bit. Hi, Lane. Welcome in. ADHD as brain. That's completely valid. I'm certified yapper at the moment before we get into things. Maybe give it a few more minutes for people to pile in before we get started on the perfume assignments. It will work functionally similar to how I did the video game character perfume stream, but it will be slightly different. I think a little bit more detailed. I separated out the slides a bit better than last time, so everything isn't like cramped into one screen and hard to read. It's a really cute idea. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to keep this as like a mini series, so more and more people can do it over time. I don't think I'll do them too often, so that it doesn't become like repetitive. But I think every once in a while it'd be fun to include a lot of different people. Okay, I see a reply. Oh my gosh. Your design is really cute. Okay, I'll have to add you after. No spoilers to anybody who hasn't seen it yet. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. Oh, that reminds me. Do I have... Okay, there we go. I don't think that was saved. Yeah. A little bit more setup and kind of reorganizing my model stuff because the backup didn't have everything. But I am so glad I didn't permanently lose it. Which is why I tweeted last night, back up your model files. Any VTubers in the chat, back up your model files. I know VTube Studio says that to you, what, like once a week? But they're so correct. All right, let me get... this open. Oh, I accidentally refreshed the page. You have nothing to lose because you don't have a model yet. Yeah. Hopefully you can get a model soon. There's a lot of affordable options nowadays if you're up to customizing it. Which is very, very nice. I'm glad a lot of artists are making more affordable options via the customizable model. Okay. View slideshow. There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Ah, there we go. Okay, my forehead will be in the way of the chat. So I apologize. You like PNGs anyway? Yeah, PNG tubing is actually really cool. I started off as a PNG tuber, and a lot of my friends are, well, a few of them. PNG tubing, I think, is really cool, and it's a lot more simple, and I think a lot better on people's computers performance-wise. VTuber models can be quite intensive. And there's some fun stuff you can do with it with, what is it, PNG Tube Remix. So you can add some animations to it to make it a little bit more expressive, if you will. Not sure if your PC can run a game on high settings and a model. Yeah, one of my friends, Mellow Wolf, she uses like a PNG screenshot of her actual VTuber model during Marvel Rivals so that she can play the game on correct settings without her computer exploding. And then she uses her model, like actual VTuber model, during chatting and art. That's so smart. Yeah, so she took like a screenshot of her model with her like mouth closed and then one open, and then she put that in like the PNG tuber program. Yes, Dragon? He's here to interrupt stream. Oh, Goopy. My cat is here scratching my chair.
Too dark.
I think that works. Oh, he was asking me my opinion on a filament color for something he wants to 3D print.
You're the only person I knew could do color that wouldn't know.
Mm. Okay. Goober, yes, my kitty. He was here. He was scratching my chair. Okay. He's back to his other pewter. Okay. So, welcome to our new segment of What Your VTuber / OC Would Smell Like. So first off, I wanted to give a slight disclaimer. I tried to assign perfumes based off of design and personality, but none of these are meant to be negative or offensive in any way, but rather for fun. If you disagree with what I have assigned, I would appreciate your opinion on why. And we're going to go over kind of what is perfume. A little bit of the history of it. Well, not history, but like the science. So perfume is usually a mix of a concentrated fragrance oil, which can be a mix of a lot of different things, with a carrier, usually a perfumery grade alcohol or carrier oil, such as jojoba oil. Hi Snazzy, welcome in. Usually fragrances follow a scale for fragrance oil concentration versus the carrier concentration, with parfum being the strongest in fragrance oil percentage and eau fraiche being the weakest. But this isn't always true. Perfume and cologne can also have gender associations, with perfume being associated with women and cologne with men. Some colognes are labeled as such for gender reasons, but actually have the stronger concentration of a parfum. And here is a little guide from Aroma Authority. As you can see, parfum here on the right has the highest concentration of oil, and eau fraiche having the lowest. And you can see here the eau de cologne, which are what is called cologne, and your eau de parfum, which are called your perfumes. And then eau de toilette, which you'll probably see that, or sometimes these are also called body sprays. However, this isn't industry standard. So you can find an eau de toilette with the concentration of a technical eau de parfum. And you can find eau de colognes with concentrations of parfums, etc., etc. So it really is kind of up to the perfumer, the perfume house, kind of what the goal of the perfume is. And sometimes the concentration of the oils can be negatively affected by the carrier. And another thing is the kind of mid-range of carrier oil or perfumery grade alcohol is what dries and what kind of projects your fragrance. So some people like the eau de toilette because it projects a little bit more, or the kind of lower end of the eau de parfums, when your parfum is the highest concentration of the oil, sticks closer to your skin and won't project as far. This also depends on what fragrances you're using to begin with. And this is just a general kind of guide. So, this is an industry standard. This is kind of like a general guideline, and you can pick a lot of these for different reasons. If it smells tasty, why doesn't it taste tasty? There is quite a few reasons for that. Alcohol, perfume or alcohol is sometimes no yummy. Depending on the alcohol they use, it can technically be edible. I wouldn't suggest it though. And some of the oils, while they smell really good, because of the chemical makeup, are not tasty. Not tasty at all. Like the synthetic grape scent, I believe, is also used in certain plastic production. So it smells good, but it don't taste good. So let's get into assigning some perfumes. First off, we have Cinders, which her new gothic Lolita design is absolutely beautiful. I love it. So cute. I'm in love, honestly. So with Cinder's design, She is very obviously Gothic Lolita, oh my gosh, Gothic Lolita inspired, or EGL fashion. She is a cave spider, which you can tell by some of the spider motifs. So I thought she would be sweet like cake, but also slightly ominous and smoky. Those were kind of my ideas with her design here specifically. The sweet like cake kind of because of the cupcake shape of her skirt and the pastel green and pink. And the ominous and smoky part kind of comes from the cave spider aspect. So I thought she would smell like Last Birthday Cake by Toskavat. The notes are kind of interesting. Toskavat is a very artsy perfume house, I would say. Yeah, artsy. It is more about the kind of artistry of perfume rather than the direct, like, smelling good. It's more of an interesting concept instead. So notes are blinding light, which you'll often see with Toskavat what are called fantasy notes, I believe, where it's not something that you can directly smell. Like, you can't smell what blinding light smells like, but it is a combination of a lot of different scents together to kind of evoke the imagery through smell of blinding light, if you will. So if there's something that doesn't really make sense, how would you smell that? It's more of an artsy type of thing. Milk, wick, instant cocoa, peace lily, bitter almond, cork, malt. They have armagnac, stolen cake, brown sugar, vanilla custard, tonka bean, benzoin, sweet clover. Base is rope necklace, Chekhov's gun, styrax skin, tolu balsam, incense, bran absolute, and papyrus. So a lot of this is very interesting, but a lot of people said it smells like a birthday cake with a lot of that incensey, sort of smoky, weird scent. And I think that kind of goes with her design very well. It is very interesting, I would say. This is something I haven't smelled myself, and personally, I would love to sample a lot of Toskavat perfumes, which brings me to an idea, if you will, and I want people's opinions on this. A lot of Toskavat perfumes are known for not smelling very good, and rather very intense and off-putting. And so I thought for maybe a donathon or subathon, I could get samples of very nasty, intriguing perfumes and try them as like a goal. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Because I would love to try Toskavat. Some of his perfumes are absolutely intriguing to me. All right, our next victim is Ghoul. Secret, guys. Ghoul is working on an alternate outfit design for me. Shh, don't tell anybody. It sounds fun. Okay, thank you. But this is Ghoul. Her design is an undertaker, and she is an artist. Well, obviously. Absolutely beautiful design. I love it a lot. And I thought with the undertaker concept that she would probably smell a lot like graveyard dirt and the flowers left on graves, because she's kind of spooky, but at the same time she looks very sweet or very caring. And I think her personality really comes out with that. She is an absolute sweetheart. And so what I chose was Queen of Crypts by Amorphous. Amorphous is a perfume house, an indie perfume house that I have tried before two of their scents. Before they rebranded into Amorphous, they had an issue with branding and copyright. So, but the perfumer is also very, very cool. I saw some of her videos on TikTok, which I think it was on TikTok. That kind of led me to this perfume house. And so immediately when I saw Ghoul, I was like, yeah, I have to assign her something from Amorphous because the concept around a lot of the perfumes fits her absolutely perfectly. So the scent description from the Amorphous perfume website is the aroma palette is earthy and resinous with subtle floral touches. Highlights include pure petrichor being the smell of rain on dirt. This is because of there's specific compounds in dirt and in the earth that are unique to earth, actually, that create this sort of smell. Ancient moss, cardamom, fig, incense, nerolina, and a scattering of dried rose petals. And I thought this kind of concept was perfect when I saw it. And funny enough, I didn't want to pick it off of the name, Queen of Crypts and being a crypt keeper, but I clicked on it and I just wanted to read what it was. And I saw the description. I was like, okay, this funnily fits her perfectly. So in the Amorphous website, a lot of them kind of have a perfume story that goes along with the actual perfume. And so Ghoul was unique in the way that I thought this fit. So I added this in. Not everybody has kind of a story or like description like this. So I apologize if this feels like favoritism. I didn't mean it that way. It just felt like it fit really well. So I'll read it. In our homage to the queen of the underworld, this enchanting fragrance conjures images of mysterious vaults and crypts adorned in haunting shadows. This deep, dark, earthy fragrance is elevated by the exquisite aroma of cardamom-infused fig incense, presented as a reverential offering to the queen, I think it meant. Amidst the labyrinthian shadows and time-worn stones, nerolina engages in a waltz with ancient mosses and a scattering of dried rose petals. On the dry down, this fragrance lingers as a pure petrichor with echoes of florals and lingering trails of sacred incense. This hauntingly beautiful perfume captures the essence of a deep, dark, earthy, and ancient otherworldly realm. And this sounds absolutely beautiful. I believe Amorphous does have sample sets, so maybe one day I'll sample a few. All right, next victim was Vale Kiyomi. His design is so cool, and while I was doing research of Vale, I was watching one of his VODs and found out that he did a whole D&D-esque story for his VTuber, for his lore, and he seemed extremely interested in it, but the only two VODs that I could find had very little information on his lore, and so I had some ideas of what I wanted to do for him, but I wanted to be absolutely certain, so I DM'd him on Discord, and he sent me the entire thing, which was absolutely amazing. It was really fun to read. And I just wanted a little synopsis, but he went for it. And so I really got a good feel for his character. And I am really hoping that these fit him well. I at least I hope he agrees with my opinion here. So, Vale is a vampire. He was a caregiver or a doctor's assistant in his past life. And he killed many for revenge and bloodthirst, but he wanted to change. So my thoughts here were 4711 by Maurer and Wirtz, which was originally formulated in the 1700s, which is where Vale originates from. That's when he was born in the 1700s. I found this through somebody on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'll have to find his video again, but he was going over kind of the history of male fragrances, and this was one that he said was very, very popular throughout time, or this kind of scent expression. So this is more of your standard aftershave type scent, which I thought fit quite well because in kind of earlier times, doctors or surgeons were often also barbers. And so I thought the kind of barbershop aftershave scent fit really well with a doctor's assistant. Something very light. Because a lot of these original eau de colognes were very, very low in perfume oil concentration and higher in the alcohol. I also got citrus scents. You were thinking berry scents. Yeah, from his design perspective, I think berry fits, but I really wanted to hone in on kind of his history here. And so that's why I went for this kind of standard classic aftershave sort of profile, which is lemon, bergamot, orange, lavender, rosemary, neroli, and petitgrain. Lavender is very, very popular in men's fragrances, and I personally dislike it, but I get why it's popular. It can smell very... It's warm and I guess... herbal in a way, but I don't know. I can't get behind it. So lore-wise, I thought this fit very well, and that, you know, even after coming out of the grave, Vale had interacted with the human world, so I think he would maybe keep up appearances and maybe continue to use this, because this cologne still exists today, and while it's different than it was in the past, I think it still has the same sort of feel to it. And then to represent the blood, I used Bull's Blood by Imaginary Authors, which are the notes in it are black musk, blood, Spanish rose, tobacco, geranium, patchouli, and sandalwood. I had a chance to actually sample this. I had a friend come over and he brought his Imaginary Authors sample set with him, and I tested some of the perfumes. This one is crazy intense. It is scary. I smelled it and I was like, nope, I dislike it, but I think for that intensity and sort of that bloody, strong kind of rose scent, it fits well for his lore, the being a vampire, the blood on his hands, but also the roses that were over his casket or coffin. I think he was buried in a coffin, not a casket. This is the sort of thing you'd love to smell for historical curiosity. Absolutely. It'd be so cool. And, you know, any LARPers out there, this might be a perfect fit for your LARP character. Your dad has a really strong aftershave. You can get the vibe. Yeah, this is kind of your standard aftershave, so you can kind of imagine it based off of what you've already smelled. But yeah, that's it for Vale. Next is Taffy. I fucking love their design so much. I love it. So Taffy is a coyote gal, or gyaru. She has a lot of hibiscus flower motifs in her design. She's candy colored, and also her name's Taffy, like candy, or there. I believe Taffy goes by any pronouns, but gyaru never dies, absolutely. And I also thought that they're very 2000s nostalgia. I watched a little bit of one of their streams, and they were playing some old music and had some, well, old, I should say, 2000s-esque music and some very early internet memes on screen and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to go with that sort of vibe. So in my research, gals wear a lot of designer perfumes. I went on YouTube and TikTok and I looked up like gyaru perfume in Japanese to kind of find what gals are wearing over in Japan and stuff. And a lot of them are wearing designer and a lot of them are very floral. So for that aspect, I thought Jimmy Choo Lao would be perfect. Oh, Archangel, welcome in. You're so glad you didn't miss it? Yeah, you're up next, I think, if I remember the order correctly. You have that one as one of your favorites? Oh, you have, which one? The Jimmy Choo one? Because that's really cool. But the notes on this one are bergamot hibiscus, which I thought really well, fit really well with their design. Nectarine, peony, musk, cedarwood. And so this is a very light floral fragrance, which I think is pretty common within the designer perfume world. But I also thought, you have the Jimmy Choo one? Oh, you have to let me know if you like this one or if it smells really good to you. I also thought Cheirosa 87 by Sol de Janeiro would be perfect to kind of fit the beachy sunscreen vibe, which, going back to their design, this with the bathing suit and the short shorts and the kind of cover top, I thought I could find taffy at the beach. And so I thought maybe the scent of a sunscreen would fit really well, or even a combination of this like floral scent and the sunscreeny vibes of Cheirosa 87. Light and floral is your bread and butter. Oh, nice. I'm a very strong like vanilla person. I love vanilla or sweet and gourmand. You're happy to be here? Oh, yay, I'm glad. It's really good. Oh, I'll have to try it if I can find it somewhere in person. And then the runner-up for taffy, because I had so many ideas, was Prada Candy, which was a kind of cotton candy-esque scent, which I did see that a few gals in Japan wear. But yeah, a lot of a lot of YSL, a lot of designer, Jimmy Choo, you'll find that sort of thing. So that's kind of the explanation as to what I went for. Next up is Eva Bear. Absolutely cute design. Love, 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 love. I think everybody's design in this are so good. Everyone's very unique. There was no two people that looked very similar. I think everyone was very different. So Eva Bear gave me Tenchi Kaiwai vibes, which is a kind of like cyber internet angel-esque fashion from Japan. Oh, thank you for the follow, Archangel. I appreciate it. But yeah, I thought with the blue kind of color palette, even though Tenchi Kaiwai uses a lot of white, I even thought that the black here, specifically with the kind of ribbons and chains and stuff, fit a little bit into the Tenchi Kaiwai. So that's where I was kind of basing it off of. Eva Bear is such a sweetie. Yeah, when I was looking at her VODs to kind of get a feel for her personality, her voice was so cute and she seems so sweet. So I agree. She is an internet teddy bear, or a teddy bear trapped in the internet, which I thought was a really, really cute concept for a VTuber. And she is definitely cute and a little spooky, which I think there are quite a few people who fit that kind of thing, which is my bread and butter. I love people that are cute and also a little off-putting. Very cool, very cute, absolutely. So, for Eva Bear, I was thinking Extra Milk by Deadcool. Oh, thank you for lighting your candle. So I haven't smelled extra milk, but I did get a sample of regular milk by Deadcool, which is a very clean musk scent, which is hard to describe to anyone who isn't familiar with it. A lot of people that are kind of new to perfume have difficulty smelling this. The closest I can describe it is smelling like clean skin, like freshly showered. It's slightly sweet and almost neutral. Musk scents can also smell almost staticky or synthetic. So I thought that kind of fit the bear trapped in the internet sort of thing, with static kind of smelling like the electricity of the internet or whatever. But Milk by Deadcool was very, very nice. I did enjoy it. At first, I thought it was like, but as I kept using it, I was like, I really like this. Sometimes I sample a perfume, I smell it at first, I'm not the biggest fan. I give it a little bit more time, I try it again, and I'm like, oh, actually, I kind of get it now. Amazing. But yeah, it's a very simple scent, I think, but it's cool, it's very neutral, and something I have to try to see if extra milk is different than the milk I've tried. Which people say it's a little bit stronger than the standard milk one, so maybe it'll be pretty much the same, but a little bit more intense, because milk is a very, very light fragrance, and I believe designed for layering. Ah, here's Archangel with some of the, like, sickest things I've ever seen before. I absolutely love your design, Archangel. It's so cool. Oh, sorry. Hold on, I'll let the animation play. I skipped over it by accident. There we go. So, from your design alone, I couldn't find much. I don't know if you have streamed in a little bit. I think I looked at your Twitch page and I was like, I don't see much here. So I had to kind of suss out your personality from your posts on Twitter or X. So very mechanical or robotic angel type vibes with the multiple eyes and the wings on the face and the halo, sort of the biblically accurate angel sort of concept. You have stream but no VODs. That's absolutely fine. I just had to work a little bit harder for you. So with that kind of mechanical angel concept, I thought, is what created you in pursuit of perfect creation, or is what we create our savior? Because I couldn't find much of your lore. Don't cry, I'm just teasing. I couldn't find much of your lore, so I wasn't sure if you were created by something else or what was going on with that. So I kind of had two vibes off of what was going on just by design alone. But I think your concept is very cool. I love it. But I love the yellow in your design, especially with kind of like the tech wear on the sides of your pants. It looks very much like warning signs and stuff like that, or what else would be the word? I'm not sure. But the yellow is a warning and a lot of different signs and stuff like that. So is it a warning of your true character? Are you not exactly what you seem? That sort of thing. So something that is sort of off-putting in a way that looks dangerous but maybe isn't, which I think a lot of biblically accurate angels are like that. I've seen a lot of people say that, especially with the saying a lot of angels do, which is like, do not fear or have no fear. So even though they look very scary in the way that they're described, they are very peaceful and welcoming beings. And then the opposite of demons like me, where we look absolutely cute, but will tear your face off. Well, I won't specifically. I like helping people and humans. That's why I'm not in hell anymore. But We often look pretty welcoming, inviting, so that people come up to us and don't have any fear of us. You're giving the exact vibes you wanted to. Perfect. Okay, I'll stop yapping now. I just had a lot of thoughts about your concept. All right, so perfect match here for this perfume being yellow to match your design. Didn't do that on purpose. I won't tear their faces off, but I could if I wanted to. Yes, exactly. Very easily. Don't get started on Murmur though. He will. You just be careful about him. So I chose Sancti by Le Liquide Imaginaire, which is a perfume house that I have tried a little bit from, and I want to try a lot more because they're absolutely amazing. It is a unisex scent meant to evoke the imagery of holy water. And the notes are cypress, aldehydes. Aldehydes are kind of the ozone type smell, you know, when you can smell the electricity off of lightning or when a storm is about to come in, that sort of scent. Or even like a bright sunny day can sometimes have kind of an aldehydic scent. Bergamot, grapefruit, mandarin orange. Fir balsam, pink pepper, cardamom, coriander, lavender, nutmeg, and rosemary. Frankincense, cedar, myrrh, ambergris, benzoin, laudanum, or labdanum. I think there's two pronunciations. Nutmeg, patchouli, and vetiver. So we kind of have this lightness of the citrus scents, as well as kind of the warmth and incense vibes of the frankincense and myrrh and stuff like that. So this isn't to be a holy water scent, but to kind of give that holy feeling. This sounds fantastic. I know. I want to try it so bad. It sounds very interesting and different than other things I have tried before. Liquide Imaginaire has some very interesting scents, and a lot of them are just so cool in concept. And if you actually go to their page, they have a lot of religious imagery or even sort of occult imagery as well, and concepting. They assign like tarot cards and meanings to a lot of their fragrances, which is very cool. But yeah, I was kind of going for the holy feeling of the angel part of your design. I think also you would maybe smell like metal, so a little metallic, or even like oil. But that those are notes are kind of hard to find. I could probably look it up and find something that is a combination of like grease or oil and metallic scents. Let me look it up. I'm gonna do a quick search right now. Where do I find? Oh, here is the search by notes. Okay. So we're gonna do metallic notes, and can I add a second one? I'm not used to this website, but I kind of want to go against Fragrantica, because, oh, motor oil is a scent. Okay, maybe that's closer. Starship Mechanic, what is this? Bergamot fuel oil, metallic notes, motor oil, patchouli, and woody notes. You know, honestly, that sounds pretty close. So, yeah. You're looking for a sample right now. I don't think they have samples on their website, but you might be able to find it on something like Scent Split, which is a decanting brand or company. Where did I... Was it Scent Split that I got my Liquide Imaginaire? I don't quite remember. Thank you so much for the follow, Vampichi. Welcome in. But yeah, I don't think they have samples on their website. You'll have to look for a specific decanting company where they'll take big perfumes and put them in samples for you, which can be a little bit more expensive, but it is something very fun. I love doing buying samples. You're getting rainy ozone vibes. You feel like you'd encounter them in a city on a foggy day. Oh. Yeah, I get that too. All right, next up is Patty. Another pastel goth-esque demon, which I love so much. So this is Patty. She is a sweets-loving ink demon. And I could tell from her design that she is kind of pastel goth, gothic Lolita, Fairy K inspired. And I absolutely love, I mean, I'm going to say that about everybody. I absolutely love this design. This is so unique. I love the ink aspects and how it complements so well against the pastel colors. And another cute and creepy design, which again, I love so very much. And watching her VODs and stuff like that, she has a very gremlin or chaotic personality, which I thought was kind of cute and very endearing. So, I wanted something to be sort of sweet to go with that sweet design, but also something that had the ink note. Because of being an ink demon, I thought she would smell very much heavily of ink as well as being slightly sweet. So we have Supreme Vanilla by Zara. When I was doing some research in ink or perfumes with ink as a note. So we have bourbon vanilla, sugar, cedarwood ink, orange blossom, tonka bean, cardamom, iris, and violet. And there was a review on Parfumo, which is pink sugar, which I don't know if any of you here have smelled pink sugar. It used to be a pretty popular perfume, and I had a sample of it when I was younger. It's a very, very strongly sweet, smells like straight sugar type scent. But pink sugar if she went to college in a dark academia setting. And that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted something that was sweet, but also a little on the darker side of things, I should say. So I thought this fit quite well. There was another one that I was debating, and I didn't put it on here, and I probably should have as like a runner-up that I thought would fit, that also had an ink note and was also very sweet. Let me see if I can find it. We are going to look for ink as a note. Just general ink. It was Muse by YSL, which was Moroccan lavender, frankincense, clary sage, bourbon vanilla absolute, orris, ambrette, ink, and amberwood. So this is more of the floral kind of herbal side, but also very sweet and slightly inky, and I thought that would fit. And plus the bottle is cute. It's got pink in it. Or the color of the perfume is actually pink. All right. So I want to say thank you to everyone who submitted their VTubers or OCs for this project. I had so much fun, and I greatly appreciate everyone's participation. Reminder to stretch and hydrate. Thank you for the pet. I will hydrate right now. All right. So, oh yeah, of course, Archangel. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope if you can find a sample that you have fun smelling it. I can do you? Really? Oh my gosh, that would actually be a really fun concept. If you don't know, Dragon's design is sort of a blacksmith dragon frog. It's very, very cool. So I think that would be fun. So we have a post-stream submission from Miel. and I am going to attempt to sort of go over it and give my thoughts. So, here, actually, I'm gonna hide the window for a minute while I get Miel put into the have to format this. Might take me a second. And then I'll kind of go over my thought. Shark alert. Gonna crop this a little bit so it fits in a little bit better. There we go. All right. Gotcha, shark. All right. Okay, I'm gonna full screen this so that I can turn this back on. There we go. Oh. All right, so we have Miel here, who is a gotcha addict shark. I am loving this, where you have kind of a darker color scheme, but also the teal gives me very like bioluminescent vibes, which a lot of undersea creatures have a sort of bioluminescent, especially with types of jellyfish. And your kind of like shimmering scales, which is very, very cool. You give me very like, I don't want to say bratty, but it's alternative or gothic in a way, but sort of more modern. I want to say bratty gothic. So I'm trying to think of what would fit best. There is one. You get called that a lot? Okay. I'm right on the money then. Also, your eyes being yellow contrasts really nicely with the blue. It kind of gives me like scary, almost like siren vibes, not mermaid, but something that would like lead you to your death. So, let's do that. So, I'm gonna add bioluminescent scales, darker / edgy design. There is one by Liquid Imaginaire, which I think would fit. Let me look at the notes on it. Well, canon-wise, you attempted to scam companies into adding you as a 5-star into their games after yours shut down, and that's how you became a 1-star. Oh, I see. Okay. So you are a little silly scammer. I see. Oh, I'm looking through your posts right now. I love this little chibi doodle that Marmalade made for you. That is adorable. All right, let me see if I can find this. It's not that one or that one. Ah, Abyssus. Oh, ads are coming up. I'm gonna snooze it real quick while we're doing it so I don't get interrupted. Ah, okay. Abyssus is the fragrance that embodies the power and mystery of the legendary sea monster. Inspired by Norse sagas from the 13th century, Abyssus is a scent that will take you on a journey to the deepest depths of the ocean. This fragrance captures the essence of the colossal creature with its tentacled arms rising from the watery abyss. With a powerful and mysterious aroma, Abyssus is a reminder of the immense power of the sea and its captivating mysteries. Dare to unleash the power of Abyssus and conquer your fears with its abyssal scent. Vampichi is someone you manage and rig for. You're laughing at them hitting a follow midstream. You discuss and give sense a lot. Oh, that's so cool! I love to have more fragrance-minded friends. All right. So the notes. Sorry, I'm mumbling a lot. The notes of Abyssus: Calypsone, white pepper CO2, black pepper. I wonder, huh? White pepper CO2. That's gotta be like a fantasy note. I wonder what that smell like. Cedarwood, Ambrofix, Sandalwood, Styrax, Cosmone, and Silcolide. Oh, what is Silcolide? Synthetic musk compound known for a soft, powdery, clean scent. This website has... Oh, 404 not found. Very useful for me. Okay. Good Sense Company gives me the exact chemical breakdown of this too. You're sorry that you haven't given me lots to work with. That's absolutely fine. I love a challenge. And this is one of my like favorite hobbies. So no worries at all. Your design is enough for me. Unfortunately, Parfumo I don't think has this, so we're gonna use Fragrantica. Okay, musk amber synthetic molecule. Ooh, I love amber, to be honest. I just, some of these are a little bit more of the like fantasy note scent, so I can't imagine it in my mind what kind of this would smell like. Other than it's very musky and slightly aldehydic, maybe warm, I don't know. Cosmone, okay, it is a trademark fragrance oil, which is a very interesting concept if you guys don't know about it. It's musky, warm, and powdery. Okay. Yeah, this is not giving what I thought it was giving. But there is Sirenis. Let's look at this one. Bergamot sage, cardamom, marine accord. Accords are kind of, I guess, along the same line as like the fantasy notes I'm talking about, where it is a combination of a different amount of things to evoke the scent of something like an idea. Is CO2 an extraction method or a scent? I'm actually not sure about what that means, to be honest. Then it's rose, transparent flower, gannet, sandalwood, amber, musk, patchouli, moss, vetiver. This is kind of more what I was thinking of. So it's kind of got that light sort of citrusy smell along with the marine notes. So along going with like the ocean water smell. Then you have something kind of sweeter, a little bit woody with the rose and the sandalwood. And then you have a like deep dark kind of with the patchouli, the moss, the vetiver. So I think this one fits you a lot better. So I'm going to use this one. Oh, and the image is transparent straight off their website. That is sick. I'm gonna copy, paste these. Their website is set up very interestingly, so no, I have one more snooze on the ads. I don't want to be interrupted, and I will take a break after this. Sorry, I'm formatting everything. I'm speedrunning now. And then we will go back over everything together. Bum, bum. Oh gosh. Uber is on his way back. He's mad. He probably wants dinner, so I'll probably feed him once ads are running. Alrighty. And alrighty. So I'm gonna turn this back on. Okay. So here is VL's design. Very cute, as we have seen. Again with Gotcha Shark, bioluminescent scales, and a darker / edgy design. And so thought process was, this isn't formatted completely right, sorry. Sirenis by Liquide Imaginaire with notes of bergamot, sage, cardamom, marine accord, rose, transparent flower, gannet, sandalwood, amber, musk, patchouli, moss, and vetiver. And funny enough, the color matches perfectly, which this color of like a greenish teal is one of my favorite colors. And so I think that's also why I like your design, because this kind of like blue teal is very, very nice. Very Mimi-like. Ah, I'm glad you agree. Okay, awesome. All right. So I am going to take a quick BRB to feed the kitty and run some ads, unfortunately. So I will be right back, and I am going to add my BRB. All right, thank you for your patience during ads. I'm back. You're heading back to work. Thanks for this stream. All right, I appreciate you coming by, Archangel. I hope you have a good day at work. Thank you, Miel. Thank you, Lane. Okay. All right. So, while we're on the topic of perfumes, if we don't have any more last-minute submissions, which feel free to comment on the original post if you want to be included. There you are. I'll take a few more. I'll be looking at my notifs. But while we're on the topic of perfume, I want to ask what everybody's favorite fragrance or perfume is. And it can be even including fragrance candles, stuff like that. I just want to know, and I'm going to look them up and look at their notes. Vanilla. Oh, do you have a specific vanilla fragrance that you like a lot? I love vanilla in perfumes too. One of my favorites is actually Vampirum. It is like a straight vanilla fragrance, but it's also a little like gothic in a way. I don't know how to describe it. It is beautiful. It's just the scent of vanilla, no specific. Ah, I see. Your ref pick is bad. You didn't get a ref page in time, but you're gonna send Fairy on me. Ah, okay. Ooh, wait. I've seen her before. Do I have any off the top of my head? I have one. I have one idea, I think. Actually, maybe a combination. Ooh, okay. You know, you said you were leaving, but you're wearing Nosferatu by Heretic. Oh my gosh. I want to try it so bad. I was gonna buy it when it came out, and then it sold out, and I was like, oh, I hope they release it again. And then they did. And I was like, but I don't have the money to buy it. Do they, Heretic, I know, has samples. I don't know if you can buy single samples or if you have to buy sample kits. Because if I could buy a single sample, I definitely would. Yeah, it looks like they only have Discovery sets. But yeah, like the Nosferatu one is one I've been wanting to try so bad. You found a full size at a local store, so you had to snatch it up. Oh, I'm so jealous. Answer my question. You have a fragrance oil that's amber and frankincense. It's your go-to. That sounds amazing. I've been loving amber in perfumes recently. I love the way it dries on skin. I think it's quite beautiful. Oh, did Heretic collab with this one TikToker? I watched this lady on TikTok. Is this a collab with her, or is she just modeling for it? Huh. Oh, there's like a collection video. That's cool. The way it mellows out is phenomenal. Yeah, so nice. Okay, I'm gonna look up Nosferatu and see if I can get a single. They have it in a body wash and body lotion too. What? Samples available. Ah, okay, you do have to get it through their discovery set. I don't mind, though, because I think there are a few more that I wanted to try from Heretic. Maybe I'll do that soon. I'm trying to not spend too much money at the moment. There's a body wash. Yeah, it's on their website. I just saw it. Which I don't think the scent of body wash really lingers on your skin too much after a shower. But I don't know, maybe this one's a little bit more concentrated so it lasts longer. But I can imagine that layering the lotion and the perfume would make it last so long and smell amazing. Hi, welcome in, Vampichi. Oh, your emote is so cute. Is that yours? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I when people use emotes in my chat, I love to like look at them. I love emotes so much. I love looking at the art. That's oh my god. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. You posted on my thread. Okay, I will take a look. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Gonna go back over to this, and I'll just kind of give my quick ideas. I kind of cropped out a little bit so that you don't see too much of my screen. Okay, so this is Lane's Final Fantasy OC. Amigurumi cat. And this probably isn't a surprise, but I think Kitten Fur by Demeter, which is supposed to smell like a kitty. A lot of people say this smells like the actual like sweet and warm scent of a cat's fur. Like, you know when you got the cat brain worms and you smell your cat and they smell like really sweet and amazing and beautiful and you just love that? This is supposed to smell like that. And I've heard a lot of people say it actually is fairly accurate. So this is what I think Ami smells like. Okay, try this for a second. Don't want to dox anything. All right. Just because we're kind of getting towards the end of stuff here, I'm not gonna like fully put y'all in the PowerPoint. Okay. Here is Vampichi. And wow, absolutely stunning. You give me a very, I don't know if you've played Final Fantasy XIV Vampichi, but you give me like elegant Elizin vibes. Oh, I'm trying to think. There was somebody I followed for a little bit whose Elizin was like a vampire, and they use mods to have like a very similar like vampire vibe to this. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Wow, 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 wow. All right. I'm gonna assign you one that I have smelled before. And it is from Le Liquid Imaginaire. Let's see. I think it's on this last page. Wait, where is it? Ah, here it is. We are weak to vampires in this house. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, we are. I love vampires. Okay, this is Bloody Wood by Liquid Imaginaire. I think I used my entire like sample very quickly. This is absolutely beautiful. So, notes are white wine, violet, rose oxide, red wine accord, cherry, raspberry, woody accord, sandalwood, and oak barrel accord. So to me, this was very much an accurate of like a juicy red wine scent. And it's very elegant, but also slightly floral in a way, in that like juiciness from the berries. It's so beautiful, and I really liked it. A lot of people say this is difficult to wear because it's very like, it doesn't even have patchouli in it, but I think people say that it's too woody for them. I don't get much of the wood at all. This is just a pure red wine scent to me. And with your elegant sort of like vampire design, that's all I can think of. You played an Ellison years ago, and she played Alra. I play an Alra. I used to be Mikote, but I changed over to Alra. It sounds so good. It is. If you can get a sample of it, I highly recommend it. It's so good. I love it. Yeah, I was highly debating getting a second sample of it to use. I am somebody that kind of collects samples, and I use a lot of samples because I want to smell a bunch of different things, and it's more affordable than just buying full bottles. So I'm a sample collector, but I do use them. They don't go to waste. Even if I am not the biggest fan of something, I will use up all of it just so there is use out of it. I'm not collecting for the sake of collecting. I am actually using and enjoying what I have. You have perfume that has a blood accord, so you've committed to the bit. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I don't think I've tried many with blood accords in them. I think the only other one that I have tried was... yeah, I think it was the Bloody Bull or whatever by Imaginary Authors, which... oh, that one was hard to smell. But I think blood accords in certain perfumes can be very well done, you know? It can add a lot of depth to an otherwise very light perfume, I think. Hi, Blue. Welcome in. I'm trying to think if I've tried any. You just wanted to say hi. Oh, so you're gonna leave me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, what else did I want to talk about here? I'm gonna get up. Is this on Parfumo? I don't want to use Fragrantica. Stinky. It is. Okay. This is Vampirum that I was talking about a little bit ago by Lorenzo Pasaclia. Is absolutely beautiful. So the notes are rum, vanilla, bourbon vanilla, tonka bean, Tahitian vanilla, caramel, patchouli, vanilla, white blossoms, rum, Indonesian patchouli, vanilla, and oud. It's kind of like a warm but straight like vanilla, and it has like a little bit of that booziness from the rum where it smells slightly sweet like alcohol, but not like the perfumer alcohol that you would get sometimes when you spray a perfume and it just smells like straight alcohol for a second. No, this straight out of the bottle just smells like straight vanilla. It's beautiful. You need to go to the store. Okay, see you later. It's a flight of fragrances that the main note is a blood accord, but the other notes are based on blood type specifically. You'll get a sample? Oh, okay. Good. What set of fragrances or flight of fragrances is it? Because this sounds really interesting to me. I want to look it up. Oh, I see my cat doing a bad. 1 sec. Cooper, get down. Get down. Down. Sorry, my cat was on the counter. Bruja from Perfume Lab. Okay, let me look this up. Oh, wait, I've seen them on TikTok. I know their horchata fragrance. Right? This is that brand? Sanguine Attraction line. Okay, okay. Here, I'll turn this back on now. Horchata. I like how you knew exactly what horchata I was talking about, Blue. That's how you found them too. I've been wanting to try some of their fragrances. Oh, blood sample pack. I missed it. Bloody indulgent sample pack for those with a morbid curiosity. Comes with 8 individual bloody pheromone spell oils. A positive, blood skin musk, wild poppy, resinous woods, warm moss. A negative, pink roses, peony blooms, soft sweet tobacco. Ooh. B positive, fern, incense, oakwood, pepper. B negative, figs, white floral, resinous woods. O positive, rum, resinous tobacco. Oh, that sounds fantastic. O positive. O negative, this is the sanguine attraction. Pepper, incense, smoke, amber. Ooh, this one sounds really interesting. You use it as a perfume. You don't care about the pheromone thing. Yeah, the pheromone thing isn't actually true. Humans don't have pheromone receptors to... So you could be attracted to certain scents more based off of scent memory than anything, I believe. But there is technically scents that are more... What's the word? That can cause attraction. What is the word I'm looking for? Like oysters and wine and chocolate. Those in foods are the word I'm looking for. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. My brain empty. Aphrodisiac, yes. Yes, there are technically scents that are aphrodisiacs, but there is no such thing as pheromones for humans. You're definitely more attracted to scents from your childhood, and those scents are tied to culture. Exactly. Funny enough, back when I was in hell, I used a face lotion that was scented like roses, I believe. And my caretaker, one of my caretakers, said it smelled exactly like how her caretaker smelled when she was younger. So there are memories definitely attracted to scents, and very, very nice, very important, I think, when it comes to what forms your opinion on things. Like, I have a fragrance back when I worked in hell that I used a lot, and honestly, when I smell it now, it just reminds me of working there, so I don't know. I still like it, but it definitely like reminds me of where I was when I first got it and was wearing it more. Okay. A, B positive is citrus, herbal, resinous, basil. I'm not like a fan of kind of like the basil-y-esque scents, or that sort of herbiness. AB negative, bayberry, leather, and tobacco. This one also sounds nice. I like leather and tobacco and fragrances. We are not responsible for any pregnancies or any other copulin-related shenanigans. Use protection and stay safe. What? The pheromone thing isn't even real. Pink pepper on ladies is a preference for you, Jasmine too. Yeah, I believe jasmine is actually one of the fragrances that is technically an aphrodisiac. A wild disclaimer. Yeah, I know. Like, what? I like pink pepper. I have, oh my god, my brain is so empty right now. I swear to god, when I hit start streaming, it just disappears. Every thought from my head. Here, I'm gonna look something up real quick. Hold on. Saw it for a second and then it was gone. This one. Oh, there's a huge watermark over it, but this is me right now. Or this one. I have a perfume with vanilla and pink pepper in it. I can't think of the name. I have the travel size. I got it from... It's a popular one. And it has a bunch of different flankers. Alright, shop, fragrance, perfume. That cat is you. It's also me. Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Yeah, this has pink pepper in it. Yeah. Does it have the full notes on here? Details. Jasmine, sambuck, cashmere, and bourbon vanilla. Oh, really? I thought there was pink pepper in this one too. Maybe it's just not listed on this website. You're going to work for real now? Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out, Archangel. It was nice to see ya. Gorgeous bottle. Yeah, it's really, like, cool looking, and it's fun to hold when I went to go sample it. Here, let's see. Here is the bottle for the travel size spray. This is like a rubbery outside this pink part, and it's kind of nice to grip. You think you've smelled that one at a store? Yeah, this is in Ulta and Sephora, so I wouldn't be surprised if you've smelled it before. It's a very popular fragrance. I got it because it is kind of a nice standard perfume for everyday wear if I can't think of what to wear. Okay. Where is... Oh, here's the Bruja perfumes. I want to look at some of their other stuff. Creep pie gourmands? What do they mean? I just want to smell like a dessert and get fucked. Uh-huh. What? I just want to smell like a dessert and get fucked. Oh, I don't have a... Hold on. I have to... Where is it? Ah, okay. That's how I go back. Sorry, I didn't have it enabled. What did you just hear? I don't know what to tell you, Blue. It is exactly what it says right here. I had to stop in the store to say something. You're listening in the store? Oh my god. Actually, you know what? Yuri. This is very Yuri coded. Yeah. If you're looking for less complicated, simple, borderline immature gourmand, love spell oil. New line of creamy, fruity, and sugary sweet scents. You know, I do enjoy my gourmand scents, so maybe I'd like these. Cloyingly sweet. Okay, these would be hard to wear. But maybe, you know what you could do, especially with these kinds of bottles, is put lotion, like an unscented lotion in your hand, pour a little bit of like this oil on it and mix it in your hands and then apply your lotion. And sometimes that can help with like the scent being too strong. It can water it down a little bit. Okay, so are they... It's bimbo with an X. Is this non-binary bimbo? How would you even say this? Bimbex? Bimbe? I don't know. Strawberry shortcake. Strawberry, vanilla, aqueous, amber. Chocolate covered strawberries, boozy, cherry powder, iris. That sounds amazing. Airhead, fresh peach, cloyingly sweet, creamy, milky, electronic, vanilla. Also sounds amazing. I love peach. Horchata, creamy, milky, electronic, vanilla, cinnamon, rice, sandalwood, and musk. I want to try their horchata fragrance so bad. And oh, okay. Because I know they had to censor horchata for TikTok with the X, so it is supposed to be bimbo, himbo, and all of that stuff. But they had to censor it, I believe, so they didn't get like in trouble when promoting their stuff. So is this supposed to be ding dong, banana cream pie, Biscoff cookie? Ding dong being banana cream pie is fucking crazy. What? Yeah, big oop. Fertility love ritual oil. All right, guys. If you're after a baby, maybe this is the one you need. I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe in the whole pheromone thing, but I do believe in spell oils. So... Which is such a weird, like, concept. Where it's like, pheromones are actually not scientifically backed, and then I'm just like, yeah, spell oils work. I love magic. These are freaky off fragrances you're passively hearing about. Yeah. I low-key want to try some of these. The sample pack's $30. That's not bad. I just hate these kinds of atomizers. And if you are like me, and you fucking hate these sample bottles, what you can do is you can go to Amazon and you can get, I think you want to get the 5 milliliter spray bottles empty. You can buy a pack of them for a decent price. What you do is you take this fuck-ass black cap that always wants to break off. You put this whole bottle inside that sprayer bottle, and then you put the spray cap back on. So you are spraying directly from the bottle. Or you can get 2 milliliter sample bottles and you can decant or like pour these bottles into it. Either way. You have this bottle, so that's a great idea. Yeah, I was so sick and tired of these that I ended up getting 2 milliliter like little spray bottles. I had to cut the ends of the actual sprayer at the very bottom because they had a sort of like the plastic was bent in a weird way where it kind of closed up the tube a little bit. So I just cut it with some scissors. Not too much, just enough to where the hole actually could suck up the fragrance. And it worked amazingly. But I know that I think I got these from Lucky Scent, and I'm pretty sure Lucky Scent uses the 2 milliliter actual spray bottles now instead of these things. But if you buy any from anyone that still uses these, you can get a pack of little like spray bottles for really cheap, and it makes it a lot easier. You think you've stumbled too deep into the YouTube livestream rabbit hole? Is this deep? I'm talking about perfumes. But I guess VTuber, if you're not used to that. But welcome in, Ichibu. We are looking at some very Interesting perfumes right now. Very much based off of the attraction side of perfumes. Loco por mí. What's this one? I like the color of it. Crazy for me, create ritual love spells that are obsessive. Too hot for social media. Sorry, I can't have the full description up for this one. Notes are iris, bluebell, neroli, honeysuckle, jasmine, lily of the valley, sandalwood, and skin musk. Ooh, that sounds nice. I've always wanted a, like, very photo accurate, photorealistic type of honeysuckle scent. Honeysuckle is like a scent I really, really like. You're oddly interested in this stream? Oh, nice. I'm glad. You would eat this up. You love honeysuckle? Me too. I wonder how much it smells like honeysuckle. Pharaoh Curiosity. Which does this pack have? Okay. So Dama is true ruby red, nocturnal florals, sandalwood, vermilion, reddish orange. Smells like orange blossom and musk. Primal master, greenish brown. Smells like bergamot, tamanu, and tobacco. That sounds nice. Delicious little slut. Bright pinky orange. It smells like orange vanilla cake. I am your god. Clear yellow will smell like apple, geranium, and amber. I have PTSD. Well, I probably shouldn't use that term for this, but I had a fragrance that is supposed to be apple scented, and it's just smelled like it smelled bad. I don't even know how to describe it. It was so bad. So I'm a little cautious of apple scents. They have horoscope ones. Yeah, I was gonna look at the horoscope ones and see if I could find the whole pack so I could look through them one by one. Unless I already skipped it by accident. A warm, safe place, pale brown, dusty lavender color. Smells like cardamom, soft spice. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Man-eating whore, purple. Smells like juicy cherries and pomegranate. That sounds amazing. Vanillin era. That's a good name. Yellow. Smells like bright spices and warm vanilla. Ooh. Yeah, let's see. Do they have the whole pack for all of the... I might have skipped it. Let's do Zodiac and see if we can find the whole set. Ah, okay. I think this is all of them. Yes. All right. I'm kind of interested in their concept of each of the signs. So we have Aries, fresh herbaceous saffron, spring florals, vetiver, and leather. Fuses in the ceremony, and trials in luck, joy, new beginnings, courage, and charisma. I wouldn't think saffron for Aries. But that kind of works, actually. It seems very, like, herbal, but also kind of warm. Taurus smells like espresso coffee, rose milk tea, rummy vanilla oud. Okay. In my birth chart, I am a Taurus stellium. That means I have a lot of planets in Taurus. And this one just sounds amazing. I have one coffee-scented perfume from a discovery set from Danam, the Vietnamese coffee. I love it. So I want more coffee scents. Gemini, crisp, clean, green tea, bergamot citrus, cool, refreshing cucumber. Oh, that also sounds amazing. I love green tea scents. And bergamot is one of my favorite citruses in perfume. That sounds amazing. Cancer, clean floral magnolia, white rose, raspberry, starfruit melon, sea salt, coconut, vanilla. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. I wonder how strong the melon is, because melon as a note sounds really, really yummy. I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. Hi, welcome in, Karma Moon. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of coconut, but if it's not too strong, the rest of that sounds amazing. Leo is fresh cut sunflowers, sunflower petals, sweet honey, cool spice, and cardamom. Ooh, a lot of these sound really good. I can't really flowers specifically smells like, but if it's like a floral honey scent with some spices, that sounds beautiful. You love coconut? Oh, nice. It reminds me of sunscreen because I think some sunscreens are scented like coconut. And I don't know, I just can't often enjoy the scent of coconut because of that. What is my VTuber model inspired of? Oh, I am a pastel goth demon. So my design is based off of pastel goth fashion from Tumblr, and I am a demon, as you can see by my silly horns and tail. All right, Virgo is pumpkin, fallen leaves, espresso latte, cinnamon clove spice. Nice. That sounds also really nice. Very, very fall scent. Ooh. Libra, creamy matcha green tea. I love matcha and fragrances. One of my favorites. Clementine blossoms, toasted marshmallow, mango, peach, vanilla. I need this one. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to try that. Your friend thought I was a nun? Oh, a nun design would be really cool. I have seen demon VTubers have nun like outfits, and I think that's really interesting. But no, my boobs are out a little bit too much to be a nun. But yeah, this Libra one sounds so good. Scorpio is pomegranate, aqueous, stormy, ozone. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Floral, incense, powder. Wow. That sounds interesting. Not something I would normally go to, but I would love to try it. Sagittarius, caramel, apple, pine woods, vanilla, cinnamon. Another very like fall type scent. Again with the apple though, I think the caramel and pine might be a little bit of a weird combination. But again, intriguing. Intriguing enough to make me want to try it, you know? Capricorn is oak wood, maple wood, pine wood, crisp, clean air, leather, fresh earth. Huh. That sounds like a really, really nice combination. And it's fitting for Capricorn, I think. I think most of these actually kind of fit. Virgo, I don't know about like the pumpkin and stuff. And for Sagittarius, I don't know, caramel apple. Those are the only two so far that I kind of don't think fit. Have fun. Thank you so much for stopping by, Karma Moon. Aquarius. Freshly backed chocolate. Backed. I think that's supposed to be baked. Freshly baked chocolate chip cookies, steamed milk, silk sheets, linen. Ooh, linen is a note in fragrances. I've seen it a lot more in candles and like laundry detergent type things where it's like that clean scent I like. But with the fresh baked chocolate chip cookies and milk, that's gotta be a really interesting combination, which it's slightly weird enough, but fits, I think, for Aquarius, because Aquarius is very supposed to be sort of more of the unique type personality. Pisces is aqueous, jelly, fresh aloe. Ooh. Aloe as a note is interesting. I don't think I've smelled much aloe. Pineapple, peach, fresh water, rain, floral, ozone. Ooh. That sounds like really fruity and nice, and I bet like the rain and floral notes would dry really well on skin. How much is it? $40. Oh, this would be so fun to try though on stream. I'm curious about this poison hex one. I remember before I looked up the zodiac, that caught my eye. For experienced users only. Okay, so it's supposed to be more like a spell oil than a fragrance. Okay. Olfactory notes are spider lily. If you put 1 drop of this on someone's path, it will feel like they stepped into a tornado of torment with terror fueled by sleep paralysis nights and exhausting waking nightmare delirious days. Jesus. Alright, if you guys need to hex somebody, maybe that's the one. Kiereme. And I'm gonna look at pumpkin spice horchata next. Oh, there's no description of like what it's supposed to be. Pure rose, damask rose, Turkish rose. I like damask rose. It's like a lighter rose scent, and I think it's really, really nice. The shampoo I used for a little bit, the pink and honey one, I think it was the Melty Moist, has damask rose as a note in it. It's supposed to be damask rose and honey, I believe. Smells absolutely amazing. Rose de Mai, honeycomb, neroli, skin musk, and earth. This sounds beautiful. Oh, it has the description here, but again, this one looks like more of a spell oil than a perfume. Potent spell oil, use it as a command as it translates to love me. A powerful statement that could be said even without words. Recite your own incantations, speak them with your body and soul. Love me, feel me, breathe me, and only me. Your eyes are on me and for me only. You cannot eat, you cannot sleep unless I am the only lover by your side. I can see red silk, leather, and lace, perhaps some shackles to bind, and maybe some full moon tantric rituals to seal the deal. Oh gosh. That's intense. Okay, pumpkin spice horchata. I've also noticed the website has a little bit of spelling mistakes outside of the intentional censoring. A limited edition seasonal version. Oh, it must be full-time now because it's still on the website. Version of the original horchata fragrance. Sweetened, creamy pumpkin with a spicier fall-inspired fragrance. Ooh. Cinnamon, coconut oil, tree nuts, and more. So they must use more natural oils. Oh, they have a oracle deck of Santa Muerte. That's cool. I read tarot. I don't really do oracle decks, but I don't work with Santa Muerte, so I don't think this is for me. But really cool if you do. Oh, there's also a tarot deck for her. I wonder if the perfumer works with her specifically to make all of her ritual oils and stuff. Oh, you can get a single sample for $3. That's interesting. Tapabocas? Oh, sorry if you could hear that. There's an alarm going off. I don't know what that means. Tapabocas. Keep my wife's name out of your motherfucking mouth is essentially the energy we're going for here. Or maybe you just want them to choke when they speak with poor intent on your name. Nevertheless, this is the one we're going to use. Use this oil to stop horrid gossip. Oh. So this is, again, more of a spell oil than a fragrance. Slippery elm, calamus, dragon's blood, other herbs and stuff. Okay, I think a lot of these are more ritual oils. I know horchata kind of is, and also is a fragrance. Subtle with milky, sweet, warm, and inviting notes. Sexy, flirtatious, and totally comforting. We highly suggest rubbing it onto your décolletage, so like your collarbones, and thigh brow pulse points. That's a really funny way of putting it. Everyone will want to get up close and personal to drink your essence. It lasts hours and hours. Brown sugar, clean skin musk, electronic, milky, refreshing, buttercream, sandalwood, vanilla, cinnamon, nutty, searchy, rice worms, spices. I honestly want to try this. It sounds like a really nice perfume. I don't even think I'd use it as like a ritual oil, but I'm curious on vendinero. Is this supposed to be a money spell? Abundance is gained through hard work, but a gold coin for good fortune anointed with vendinero is your little secret tucked away. Lucky with money, it seems. It does sound really yummy. It does, even with the silly name. Okay, yeah, this is a money spell one. Interesting. Okay, was there any other scents I wanted to look at? Did we talk about anything else? Did I mention anything else a while ago? I can't think. I think that's it. I'm gonna turn the window capture off for a second. No, I can't think of anything. Though I will probably look more into doing the like scary slash very strong slash divisive perfumes and kind of come up with a list of what I want to smell. I'll see if I can sample out of space, which I've heard is like really, really weird because I've wanted to try it for a really long time. And T-Rex by Zoologist, because that one is also known to be very strong and not smell the best and very hard to wear. Zoologist is a very interesting perfume house. I have a sample of Moth, which smells like a dusty old house to me, and it's actually quite interesting. Okay. I think that is it then for today. So let us find somebody to raid. Oh, my friend Miss Ho is live with a Donathon. She's currently playing, I think, Monster Hunter? Yeah, she's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I know it's a little bit different than what we've been doing tonight, but I hope you can go give her some love. All right, let's see. Do I have my raid message? All right, that is the raid message. You can copy paste. So let me get this going. Start raid. There we go. All right, I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Goodbye.